Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 24 to 30. Now listen carefully and answer questions 24 to 30.
Don't worry, that's what I'm here for, to help you with decisions like this. Let's start at the beginning. Do you have any interests or hobbies that might be a starting point for a future career? Like art or computers, for example?
I'm not really into art, but I'm pretty keen on computers. I have a powerful PC and I play strategy games. I also do all my projects and essays on it. I've even created my own computer program. It's not very complicated, but it does what I want it to do.
Good! That's a great start. Information technology is an expanding field. And don't forget, all businesses nowadays rely on computers and computer programs. Why don't you consider a job in this sector?
Well, to be honest, I hadn't thought about it. But can you really make a career as a computer expert?
Of course! There are plenty of jobs related to computers.
I'm worried that there are too many computer graduates out there, and that it will be difficult to find a position in a company.
Listen, if you choose the right course and you do relatively well, you have a good chance of finding a job.
Do you really think so?
Definitely! A friend of mine, who's a professor at a local university, knows a lot of local businessmen, and he told me that over 70% of IT graduates land a job within a year of graduation.
That sounds promising.
Yes. Well, it's one option. The key is to keep your mind open and think about courses that are both interesting and practical.
Okay, I'll do that. Another question I have to think about is whether I should study here or abroad.
Both are good options. What do you think?
You see, I've never lived on my own, and living abroad will teach me to stand on my own 2 feet, without the help of my family.
That's true. You'll certainly mature as an individual and become more responsible.
What's more, I've never been abroad, so it would be a good chance to see the world and gain understanding of other cultures.
That's also true. But make sure you've made up your mind about what you want to do before your application deadline.
Oh, that's months away. I have plenty of time until the end of July.
Didn't you get the photocopy I distributed last week? It's the end of June, Nicole.
Really? I'd better get a move on then. And I have to hand in a photocopy of my application at the headmaster's office, right?
Yes, but another copy is needed at the careers office for statistical reasons.
Okay, and where can I find the application forms? I'd better get them right away.
Go down the corridor to the school secretary's office. Turn left and keep walking until you get to the registration department. Tell Mrs. Kaplan I sent you, and that you'd like to be given a set of university application forms. She's responsible for them.
Thanks, Mr. Allen. You've been a great help.
No problem, Nicole. Good luck explaining all of this to your parents.
That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 4.